Mysterious light falls over Japan. Blazing fireball lights up western Japan skies. Experts confirm rare meteor event. Western Japan witnessed a breathtaking celestial spectacle on Tuesday night when a mysterious glowing object streaked across the sky, briefly illuminating the night with a daylight like brilliance. The rare phenomenon captured on cameras and witnessed by residents across multiple prefectures has been confirmed by experts as an exceptionally bright meteor, also known as a fireball. Now it's time to dig into this one. Let's break it down on the AI podcast.
Imagine this. You're winding down on a Tuesday night, maybe reading a book. It's past 11 p.m. And then, bam, the entire sky just lights up.
Like someone flipped a giant switch.
Exactly. Turning night into this blindingly bright day for just a few seconds, but long enough that you definitely remember it.
Right.
And that's pretty much what happened across Western Japan just recently. An incredible fireball just blazed across the sky, left a lot of people stunned.
Absolutely. A real spectacle.
So for this deep dive, our mission is really to get into the science behind an event like that. You know, why was this one so spectacular, so rare maybe?
And what does it tell us about, well, our planet's place in space? That constant interaction happening overhead.
Yeah. And we've got some great stuff to work with. Eyewitness accounts, which are pretty vivid, analysis from Japanese science centers, observatories.
NASA has some good context on this, too.
Definitely. So let's piece this cosmic puzzle together.
Okay, so the event itself, what's fascinating is how well documented it was. It happened around 11:08 p.m., Tuesday, August 19th. And this object was just exceptionally bright as it came through the sky. It only lasted maybe 4 seconds.
4 seconds. Feels longer when it's that bright, I bet.
I'm sure. But yeah, just 4 seconds. Still, enough to light up the entire horizon. People said it really felt like daytime for that moment.
And this wasn't just seen in one small town, right? This was widespread.
Oh, hugely widespread across large parts of Western Japan. We're talking Kinki, Shikoku, Kyushu. Lots of reports from prefectures like Kagoshima, Miyazaki, Fukuoka. And it wasn't just eyewitnesses. It got caught on multiple cameras.
Really? Like what kind?
Well, there was a Kyoto News live stream camera actually pointed at the Sakurajima volcano.
Oh, perfect timing.
Kind of, yeah. And NHK cameras, too. Yeah. At airports in Kagoshima, Fukuoka, Matsuyama, they all caught this fiery streak. Yeah. Shows you just how visible it was.
So what were people actually saying? Did anyone describe the brightness in a particularly memorable way?
Yeah, there were some great descriptions. I saw one quote calling it like a giant camera flash in the sky.
Huh. Good analogy.
Right. And others specifically mentioned the Sakurajima volcano, saying the flash was so intense they could see the volcano in sharp detail against this like dazzling white light.
Incredible. So we have these vivid accounts. We have video evidence from across a huge region.
Right.
That's piece one, the sheer spectacle. But what exactly was it? What did the scientists, the experts, conclude?
Well, they were pretty unified on this. Kazuyoshi Imamura, he's a curator at the Anon Science Center. He actually recorded it himself from home.
No way.
Yeah. And he called seeing a flash that intense a once-in-a-year opportunity.
Okay.
And then Maeda Toshihisa, the director of the Sendai Space Museum down in Kagoshima, he was very clear, undoubtedly a fireball.
Right, a fireball. Can we just quickly clarify terms? Sometimes people say meteor, meteoroid.
Good point. So the object before it hits the atmosphere, that's a meteoroid. Could be dust, could be a chunk of rock.
Okay.
The bright streak of light we see when it burns up in the atmosphere, that's the meteor, what most people call a shooting star. And a fireball is basically just a really, really bright meteor.
Yeah.
Like exceptionally bright. And then if, and it's a big if a piece survives the whole fiery plunge and actually lands on Earth,
then it's a meteorite.
Then it becomes a meteorite, exactly.
So calling this a fireball implies it was pretty significant then, not just a tiny speck burning up.
That's the implication, yes. And it connects with the potential size.
Yeah.
Associate Professor Hitoshi Yamaoka from the National Astronomical Observatory of Japan.
Okay, what did he say?
He suggested this thing could have been, well, maybe around 10 meters in size before it entered the atmosphere.
10 meters? That's not small.
No, not at all. He actually drew a comparison to that meteorite event over Chelyabinsk, Russia, back in 2013.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. That caused quite a stir, shockwaves and everything.
Exactly. So it gives you a sense of the potential scale here. And because of that estimated size, Yamaoka said there's a pretty high chance that fragments could have survived.
Made it to the ground.
Possibly. Maeda Toshihisa, the museum director, even speculated some bits might have fallen into the sea as meteorites.
Wow. Okay, so the idea that something potentially 10 meters across can just arrive like that, it really highlights how dynamic things are up there.
It does,
I know.
and often unseen until the last moment.
But here's something else interesting. This huge fireball wasn't the only thing people saw that night, was it?
That's right. Kind of adds another layer to it. There were reports suggesting multiple fireballs were actually seen across western Japan that same evening.
Multiple, like a little swarm.
Sort of an unusual cluster of sightings, yeah. And this wasn't totally out of the blue either in terms of recent activity in Japan.
Oh, what else has been happening?
Well, just the week before this big one, there was a meteoroid cluster observed up in Aomori Prefecture, that's northeastern Japan.
Okay.
And that happened right around the peak of the Perseid meteor shower.
Ah, the Perseids. People know that one.
Yeah.
August, right?
Exactly. And the Perseids are actually famous for producing their own bright fireballs sometimes. They come from debris left by Comet Swift-Tuttle, fast and bright.
So Japan's been getting quite a light show recently then. It makes you wonder, how common are these things globally? What's the bigger picture? What does NASA say?
Yeah, NASA provides some really good perspective here. They explain that these meteoroids, and they range hugely in size, from tiny specks of dust right up to small asteroids, they're constantly hitting Earth's atmosphere.
Constantly.
Constantly. And at incredible speeds, tens of thousands of miles per hour.
Right.
And as we said, most just burn up harmlessly. They vaporize, creating those meteors, those shooting stars we see.
Which are beautiful but fleeting.
Exactly. But sometimes, rarely, larger chunks make it through that fiery entry.
Yeah.
They survive the ablation, the burning.
And land as meteorites.
And land as meteorites, ready to be found, potentially.
You said constantly entering the atmosphere. It sounds dramatic, but how much material are we actually talking about? Like daily?
Prepare to be amazed. NASA estimates, get this, about 44 tons.
Wait, 44 tons, like metric tons.
44 metric tons, about 48.5 U.S. tons of space material entering our atmosphere every single day.
That number is staggering. I had no idea it was that much.
Right. It's incredible. Now, most of that is just cosmic dust, tiny particles burning up way high, totally unnoticed. But it shows Earth is constantly sweeping through this cloud of cosmic debris as it orbits the sun.
It really puts things in perspective, this constant cosmic shower.
It's a continuous reminder of our planet just, moving through its environment in space.
So let's bring it back to the Japanese fireball. Huge spectacle, potentially large object, but thankfully, no reports of injuries or damage.
That's the best news. Despite how dramatic it looked, nobody got hurt, nothing got damaged, just a lot of fascination and, awe.
You can imagine, for anyone who saw it, it must have felt like a real once-in-a-lifetime thing, a connection to something bigger.
Absolutely. A very visible reminder of Earth's constant dance with space.
What strikes me is, like you said, these big visible events, the fireballs, they're just the really obvious part, the tip of the iceberg.
Exactly. They're the moments we notice, but they point to this much larger, mostly invisible, constant flow of material raining down on us.
It connects us directly to the cosmos, even if we don't usually think about it that way.
Precisely. It reminds you that Earth isn't isolated. It's actively interacting with everything else out there.
It really does. And knowing about that constant influx, that 44 tons a day, it makes you think differently about just looking up at the night sky, even seeing a tiny shooting star. So we've sort of unpacked the science, looked at the rarity, put it in that bigger cosmic context. That Japanese fireball was truly an amazing event.
A stunning reminder for sure.
So here's a thought to leave you with. Next time you're out on a clear night, maybe you see a shooting star, think about that vast, constant stream of space stuff showering our planet day in, day out, mostly unseen.
Makes you wonder.
Yeah. What other invisible connections, what other interactions with the cosmos are happening right now that we're just missing?
Yeah.
And what could they tell us about our place in it all?
Okay, one question for you. Would you go outside to watch if you heard about a meteor shower happening near you? Don't forget to comment it. Thanks.